Welcome students. So, in the last period we have studied that the DNA is the genetic material in all the living organisms. Okay. Now, in this period we have to study about the DNA packaging. The length of the DNA is double helix. So, actually what is the meaning of helix or the helical structure? So, when the structure is spirally coiled, it is called as helix. So, the length of the DNA, which is a double helix molecule in a typical mammalian cell, is approximately 2.2 meters. See here students, you know that the DNA which is double stranded, it is having two strands, and the two strands they coil spirally forming the helical structure. Hence, the DNA molecule is called as double helix molecule, and in the mammalian cell it measures about 2.2 meters. That is the length of that DNA molecule. Now, question arises, how this long DNA molecule it is accommodated in a small nucleus, because you know that the DNA they are present in the nucleus, no doubt in the form of the chromosomes. Okay, student. So, this DNA molecule it is condensed म्हणजे आखूड होणे किंवा आकुंचन पावणे. इट इज कॉइल्ड म्हणजे त्या ठिकाणी पीळ तयार होतात है ना, and supercoiled to fit inside the small nucleus. So, how it is accommodated in the small nucleus? By coiling and supercoiling. Okay. So, such type of DNA now it is fitted inside the small nucleus. Now, next article is packaging in the prokaryotes. See here students, in the last year 11th class we have studied that there are two types of the living organisms, prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Okay students. So, here we have to study the packaging of DNA in prokaryotes as well as eukaryotes. So, first of all we will see the packaging in the prokaryotes. So, see here in the prokaryotes. Now, what are prokaryotes? This is also we have studied in the last year. Prokaryotes are the prokaryotic organisms in which prokaryotic nucleus, that is the primitive nucleus, is present. Okay. So, for example, E. coli. So, E. coli you know that it is a type of bacteria. This is the generic name, this is the specific name. So, E it is written in short E, that is Escherichia. So, this is the generic name or the name of the genus, and coli this is the name of the species. So, in prokaryotic cell like the cell of E. coli, the size is almost 2 to 3 mu long. This size that you can 2 to 3 mu, it is the unit, actually mu it is 2 to 3 mu long. They do not have well organized nucleus. This is the important point of the prokaryotic cells, that these cells do not have well organized nucleus, and that nucleus is also without nuclear membrane, means the nucleus it is not surrounded by nuclear membrane. त्या न्यूक्लियसच्या भोवती कोणतंही आवरण नसते. And nucleolus, so there is no nucleolus. Now, see here, you know that the nucleolus present inside the nucleus, it may be one or many. So, the nucleoli, one or many present inside the nucleus, but in prokaryotic cells such type of nucleoli they are totally absent. So, no nuclear membrane is there and no nucleolus is there. Such type of primitive nucleus is called as primitive nucleus, and thus it is not well organized nucleus. So, such type of primitive nucleus now it is called as nucleoid. Now, see here students, nucleoid. So, here nucleoid means nucleus sarka, it is similar to nucleus, but it is not true nucleus. जो खरा न्यूक्लियस नाही त्याला न्यूक्लियस न म्हणता न्यूक्लिओइड हा शब्द वापरला जातो. सो द न्यूक्लिओइड is small, it is circular, it is highly folded. Folds म्हणजे त्याच्यामध्ये घड्या तयार होतात. It is highly folded, it is naked. Again the meaning of naked means without membrane. Okay, and it is the ring of DNA. So nucleoid is nothing but it is simply a ring of DNA. तर रिंग म्हटल्यानंतर त्याची रचना जी आहे ती सर्क्युलर आलेली आहे. रिंग गोल आकाराची रिंग आहे, स्मॉल आहे, हायली फोल्डेड आहे आणि नेकेड आहे. ठीक आहे. आता या ठिकाणी समजा बघा, हा गोल आकाराचा असा DNA आहे. ओके, नाउ दिस DNA इट शोज फोल्डिंग. सच टाइप ऑफ folds are formed in this nucleus. Okay, so first of all it is circular, it is small in size, it shows such type of the folds and there is no covering around this nucleoid. So it is a naked. So this is a naked ring of DNA. Okay student. Now what happens, the negatively charged DNA, remember always the DNA is negatively charged, it is further reduced in diameter because of the folding. Folding ला looping असा शब्द वापरलेला आहे. folds म्हणजे loops. So here it forms 40 to 50 loops. The loops are also called as domains. So 40 to 50 domains are formed. आता या आकृतीमध्ये हे जे फोल्ड्स आपण दाखवलेले ना, आता इथे आपण 5च फोल्ड्स दाखवलेले आहेत या ठिकाणी. ॲक्च्युली या ठिकाणी ओरिजिनल जो न्यूक्लियर आहे त्याच्यामध्ये किती लूप्स तयार होतात, 40 to 50 loops are formed and the loops are also called as domains. Okay students. Now next, each domain is further coiled and supercoiled, thereby reducing in size. मग हा जो DNA आहे हा जास्तीत जास्त छोटा करण्याचा, त्याची साईज रिड्यूस करण्याचा प्रयत्न केला जातो. हे जे डोमेन्स आहेत ना, हे डोमेन्स पुन्हा प्रत्येक डोमेन काय करतो, स्वतःमध्ये फोल्डिंग दाखवतो. आता समजा हे 5 फोल्ड मी दाखवले, त्याच्यात हा फोल्ड जो आहे हा डोमेन आहे, हा आणखीन त्याच्यामध्ये फोल्डिंग दाखवतो अशा प्रकारे. लक्षात आलं तुम्हाला. तर प्रत्येक फोल्ड आहे, प्रत्येक लूप जो आहे तो अशा प्रकारे पुन्हा सुपर कॉइलिंग दाखवतो किंवा लूपिंग दाखवतो अशा प्रकारे. आणि या पद्धतीने देर इज द रिडक्शन ऑफ द साइज ऑफ द DNA. ओके स्टुडंट. सो आय विल शो यू द फिगर 4.2 page number 73. See here the diagram is shown. See here, this is the circular unfolded chromosome is there. Now see here, in prokaryotic cell there is a single DNA molecule and it forms a single chromosome. You know that the chromosomes are made up of no doubt DNA. Okay, so a single chromosome formed by a single DNA. So this is the single DNA or the single chromosome of the prokaryotic cell. Okay student. Now see here, this circular unfolded chromosome, it gets folded. Such type of the folds are formed. Such type of the folds are formed and the RNA connectors are there, and these RNA connectors they help in the folded structure of the chromosome. Now here 40 to 50 loops they are formed here in the circular DNA. Now each domain, so this is, suppose this is the domain, this is also domain, these are the domains. Each domain undergo independent supercoiling, independent supercoiling, and by this supercoiling again the size of the DNA is reduced. Okay student. So this is the supercoiled folded chromosome. This is about the structure of the reduced chromosome or reduced DNA. Now here actually if we add the partial DNA enzyme into the prokaryotic nucleus, what happens, some of the domains they get unfolded. Such type of the structure is formed, and if we add RNase type of enzyme, the partial digestion takes place and such type of the nicked DNA they are formed. Actually this is the partially uncoiled chromosome. Okay student. So, you do not bother about this, but remember that due to coiling and supercoiling, the prokaryotic DNA, it is reduced in size, and this such type of nucleus, it is present in the prokaryotic cell. Now, the next one, that is the packaging in the eukaryotes. Now, see here, EU, this word it stands for true, and here karyon means nucleus. So, what are the eukaryotes? These are the organisms in which true nucleus is present. Okay, student. So, here all the higher living organisms, they are eukaryotes. So, they are also known as eukaryotic organisms. Actually, we have studied this in the last year. Okay, student. So, how the DNA is packed in the eukaryotes? Now, we will see. So, the eukaryotes, they show well organized nucleus. Here the opposite is the condition in prokaryote and eukaryotes. So, well organized nucleus is there. The nucleus, it also contains nuclear membrane. Nuclear membrane is also there. Nucleolus is also there, and thread like material is there, which is in the form of chromosomes. So, many thread like chromosomes are present in the eukaryotic cell. Now, you know that in prokaryotic cell there is a single DNA or single chromosome is there, but in eukaryotes many chromosomes are there. Okay, student. Here suppose this is the nucleus of eukaryote. Okay. Now, see here, this nucleus, it is surrounded by nuclear membrane. Such type of nuclear membrane is there. Okay. Nucleolus is also there, and many thread like this. So, these are thread like structure called as chromosomes. So, this is the true nucleus having nuclear membrane, having nucleolus, and such type of the thread like structure, that is known as chromosomes. No doubt chromosomes are made up of DNA and the histone, non-histone type of the protein. Okay, student. So, this is the nucleus. Now, see here, in the chromosomes, the DNA is associated with, it is associated with histone and non-histone type of the protein. Two types of the proteins, they are present in the chromosomes. So, chromosomes मध्ये काय काय आहे मग? Chromosomes, they have DNA, histone proteins and non-histone proteins. हे तीन घटक त्याच्यामध्ये असतात. Okay. Now, histones are the proteins that are rich in lysine and arginine residues. So, actually, what are lysine and arginine? These are the types of amino acids. Okay, student. Histones and proteins, these are the types of amino acids. So, these amino acids carry positive charges with them. Now, just now we have studied that the DNA molecule is negatively charged. Okay. Now, remember that always the proteins are positively charged. Okay. And the two types of the proteins, they are present in the histone, that is the lysine and arginine. They are also called as the residues, lysine and arginine residues, or lysine and arginine type of the amino acids. So, they form the histones. Now, these histones are the set of positively charged basic proteins. So, lysine and arginine, these are the basic proteins present in the chromosomes. Now, we will see what is the histone octamer. Now, you know histones are proteins. Okay. Now, this word octa means 8. Octa means 8. So, 8 molecules of histone, they organize themselves to form the histone octamer. Now, we will see these histone molecules organize themselves to make a unit of 8 molecules, and that is known as histone octamer. See here, this is the diagram of the histone octamer forming the nucleosome. Okay. So, this is the diagram of nucleosome and octamer of histosome. So, here you can observe in the diagram there are 8 histone molecules. Okay. So, here the upper tier having the 4 histone molecules and lower tier is also having 4 histone molecules. Okay, student. So, in this way the core of the nucleosome is formed by the octamer of the histone. Now, this is the reddish colored structure, actually this is the spirally coiled is DNA molecule. This reddish color is DNA molecule. So, just now I had told you that the DNA is always negatively charged. So, this negatively charged helical DNA. Now, see here I have told you helical means spirally coiled. So, this negatively charged helical DNA, it is wrapped around the positively charged histone octamer. You know that there is attraction between the opposite charges. So, DNA is negatively charged and the proteins are positively charged. Hence, this DNA which is negatively charged, it is helical DNA, it is wrapped. Wrapped या शब्दाचा अर्थ होतो गुंडाळला जातो है ना. तर हा DNA आहे हा हिस्टोन ऑक्टामरच्या भोवती गुंडाळला जातो, बरोबर आहे, and forms the structure, and that structure is known as nucleosome. So, this is the structure of nucleosome having the central core of 8 histone molecules and the wrapped helical DNA. Now, this nucleosome core, it is made up of 2 molecules of each of 4 types of histone proteins. See here, there are 4 types of the histone proteins, H2A, H2B, H4 and H3, and here 2 molecules of each. म्हणजे आता H2A याचे 2 मॉलिक्युल्स आहेत, H2A आणि हा पण H2A, म्हणजे हे 2 झाले. H2B, H2B, H3, H3, H4 आणि H4 च्या खाली लोअर टायर मध्ये आणखीन एक H4. अशा प्रकारे each nucleosome core it is made up of 2 molecules of each 4 types of the histone proteins. Okay student. Now what about this green colored structure shown in the diagram? It is a H1 type of protein. Okay. So, this H1 type of the protein, it binds the DNA thread. It binds the DNA thread. या ठिकाणी तुम्ही बघू शकता 2 ठिकाणी बाइंडिंग झालेली आहे DNA ची. हा DNA आहे रेडिश कलरचा. So, this H1 binds the DNA thread where it enters and leaves the nucleosome. तर या ठिकाणी बघा हा DNA इथून आतमध्ये प्रवेश करतो, न्यूक्लियोसोमच्या भोवती तो असा स्पायरली कॉइल होतो, गुंडाळला जातो, त्याला आपण रॅपिंग म्हटलेलं आहे. सो इट इज रॅप्ड अराउंड द न्यूक्लियोसोम कोअर अँड हिअर इट कम्स आउट है ना, इट लिव्स द न्यूक्लियोसोम. तर या 2 ठिकाणी H1 काय करतो, DNA ला बांधून ठेवण्याचं काम करतो. नाव this is the one nucleosome. Okay, so one nucleosome here approximately it contains 200 base pair long DNA. आता हा जो DNA की नाही हा DNA किती लांबीचा आहे किंवा ह्या DNA मध्ये किती बेस पेअर्स आहेत, तर साधारणतः 200 बेस पेअर्स हा बनलेला असतो. ओके, सो दिस इज द 200 base pair long DNA helix and which is wound around the nucleosome. Now here if you remember in the last year we have studied the nucleic acid, that is DNA and RNA, their structure, and you know that a particular type of base pairing is present in the DNA. So, you know that adenine type of nucleotide always pairs with thymine type of nucleotide by 2 weak hydrogen bonds. Suppose this is the first base pair. Second is that cytosine type of nucleotide always pairs with guanine type of nitrogen base again by 3 weak hydrogen bond. Suppose this is the first base pair, second base pair. Suppose T thymine type of nucleotide pairs with adenine type of nucleotide. This is third base pair. In this way, there are 200 types of base pairs present in this present in this DNA. ओके स्टुडंट, लक्षात आलं. तर हा DNA ची लांबी अशा प्रकारचे 200 बेस पेअर एकमेकांशी जोडून असा हा साधारण DNA जो आहे हा तयार झालेला असतो. नाव अबाउट आता हे 200 पैकी अबाउट 146 बेस पेअर लॉन्ग segment of DNA 146 साधारणतः इट रिमेन्स प्रेझेंट इन इच न्यूक्लियोसोम. आता फक्त न्यूक्लियोसोमच्या भोवती म्हणजे आतल्या बाजूला, हे बाहेरचे सोडून दिले आपण टोकं, याच्यामध्ये जे बेस पेअर आहे ते सोडून दिले. फक्त न्यूक्लियोसोमचा हा जो कोअर आहे मधला, त्याच्यामध्ये साधारणतः 146 बेस पेअर्स एवढा लांब हा सेगमेंट असतो डीएनएचा. नाउ द न्यूक्लियोसोम्स आर द रिपीटिंग युनिट्स ऑफ क्रोमॅटिन. You know that what are chromatins? Chromatins, these are the fibers which form the chromosomes during the cell division. Okay student. So the nucleosomes are nothing but these are the repeating units. म्हणजे पुन्हा पुन्हा ते आपल्याला आढळतात chromatin fibers मध्ये. Okay. Now these chromatins having the nucleosomes, they appear thread like colored bodies present in the nucleus. मग हे क्रोमॅटिन फायबर्स कशात सापडतात? केंद्रकामध्ये. and these are thread like, they are colored bodies and these colored bodies they look like beads on string. आता बीड्स म्हणजे मणी आहेत आणि स्ट्रिंग म्हणजे दोरा आहे. एखादा दोरा आहे, त्या दोऱ्यामध्ये आपण मणी ओवल्यानंतर जशी रचना होते की नाही, तशी रचना आपल्याला या न्यूक्लियोसोम फायबरची त्या ठिकाणी बघायला मिळते. ओके स्टुडंट. सो ॲक्च्युली दिस बीड्स ऑन द स्ट्रिंग it is observed under the electron microscope. So when such type of 6 nucleosomes they get coiled, 6 nucleosomes together they get coiled, they form the solenoid fiber. They form solenoid fiber. See here actually this solenoid fiber, it looks like a coiled telephone wire है ना. तुम्ही टेलिफोन वायर जर बघितली असेल, टेलिफोन वायर सारखी सुपर कॉइलिंग या सोलेनाइड फायबरमध्ये आपल्याला बघायला मिळते. आणि एक सोलेनाइड फायबर हा 6 न्यूक्लियोसोम्स पासून तयार झालेला असतो. तर या ठिकाणी बघा फिगर 4.6 ऑन पेज नंबर 74 आय विल शो यू द स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ द बीड्स ऑन द स्ट्रिंग as well as the solenoid fiber. Okay student, now see here, when you observe under the electron microscope, you can observe such type of the structure, that is the beads on the string. जसा हा दोरा आहे आणि दोऱ्यामध्ये आपण मणी ओवलेले आहेत, अशा प्रकारे आपल्याला हे या ठिकाणी न्यूक्लियोसोम्स बघायला मिळतात. हे गोल आकाराचे जे आहेत ते न्यूक्लियोसोम आहेत. त्याच्यामध्ये म्हणजे हिस्टोन ऑक्टामर आहे आणि त्याच्या भोवती रॅप्ड झालेला डीएनए आहे. Such type of the structure it can be observed under the electron microscope. Now in the next diagram here 2 nucleosomes are shown in the diagram, 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so these are the 3 nucleosomes, but when such type of the 3 nucleosomes they come together, they form the solenoid fiber. Now 2 nucleosomes here, they are connected to each other by the linker DNA. Okay, they are. Now this is also the linker DNA. Okay, so this is also no doubt the structure of the beads on the string, but it is the magnified structure. Okay student. Now in this way, see here, it is shown these are the 6 nucleosomes. These 6 nucleosomes they coiled each other to form the solenoid fiber. Okay, this is also the same structure but showing the linker DNA. So in between the 2 nucleosomes there is linker DNA. Okay. Now in this way, the solenoid fiber during the metaphase it again condenses to form such type of the condensed structure that is known as chromatin. So solenoid fiber again undergoes condensation to form the chromatin fiber, and this chromatin fiber it forms the chromosomes. chromatin फायबरचंच रूपांतर आणखीन कंडेन्सेशन नंतर किंवा सुपर कॉइलिंग नंतर कशामध्ये होत असतं, क्रोमोझोम मध्ये होत असतं. अशा प्रकारे क्रोमोझोम जो आहे तो या ठिकाणी तयार होतो. ओके स्टुडंट. सो दिस इज अबाउट द कॉइलिंग अँड सुपर कॉइलिंग ऑफ द DNA molecule. Now next point, this solenoid structure now which is formed by the 6 nucleosome molecules together, it undergoes further supercoiling to form the chromatin fiber. जे आता तुम्हाला मी डायग्राम मध्ये दाखवलेला आहे, chromatin fiber तयार होतो. Now this chromatin fiber again coils, it condenses when during the metaphase stage. You know that during the cell division, the cell division shows 4 phases: prophase, metaphase, anaphase and telophase. So, during metaphase they form the chromosomes. Next point. So, here the packaging of the chromatin also needs additional set of proteins, and that are called as non-histone chromosomal proteins, in short NHC, that is non-histone chromosomal proteins. So, not only the histone proteins, but non-histone proteins are also required for the packaging of the chromatin. So, these non-histone chromosomal proteins, they are of two types, heterochromatin and euchromatin. Now, what are heterochromatin? Actually, the regions of the chromosomes which are in condensed state. Condensed म्हणजे आकुंचित झालेला असा जो पार्ट आहे त्याला म्हणायचं हेटेरोक्रोमॅटिन, and it is genetically mostly inactive part of the chromatin. Heterochromatin is inactive and it stains strongly and it appears dark. याला जेव्हा आपण स्टेनिंग करतो त्याला कलर देतो त्यावेळेस तो डार्क रंगाने त्या ठिकाणी स्टेन होतो. बट व्हॉट अबाउट युक्रोमॅटिन? द रिजन्स ऑफ द क्रोमोझोम्स विच आर नॉन कंडेन्स्ड, या ठिकाणी ते थोडेसे लूज असतात इथे कंडेन्स्ड आहे ना जे जास्त आकुंचित झालेले आहेत, पण जो भाग नॉन कंडेन्स्ड स्टेटमध्ये असतो these parts are known as euchromatids. So, euchromatin it is genetically very much active. हा एक फरक आहे, हा इनएक्टिव्ह आहे, हा ॲक्टिव्ह आहे आणि हा कंडेन्स्ड स्टेटमध्ये आहे आणि हा नॉन कंडेन्स्ड स्टेटमध्ये आहे. तर डिफरन्शिएटिंग पॉईंट्स तुम्ही लक्षात ठेवायचे आहेत. आणि इट इज जेनेटिकली मच ॲक्टिव्ह अँड इट स्टेन्स लाईट. या म्हणजे युक्रोमॅटिनला जेव्हा आपण रंग देतो त्यावेळेस त्याला फिका रंग त्या ठिकाणी त्याला प्राप्त असतो, फिक्या रंगाने तो आपल्याला बघायला मिळतो. ठीक आहे. तर इथं सिम्बॉलिक स्ट्रक्चर दाखवले. समजा हा क्रोमॅटिन आहे, क्रोमोझोम आहे, ते हा जो कंडेन्स्ड असा भाग आहे की नाही, हा याला म्हणायचं हेटेरोक्रोमॅटिन. आणि हा जो लूज असा भाग आहे किंवा जो नॉन कंडेन्स्ड पार्ट आहे की नाही त्याला म्हणायचं युक्रोमॅटिन. कसं? सो दीज आर द टाइप्स ऑफ द नॉन हिस्टोन टाइप्स ऑफ द प्रोटीन्स. नोट आपण आत्तापर्यंत शिकलो त्याचं शॉर्टमध्ये कसं लिहिता येईल आपल्याला फ्लो चार्टमध्ये. तर जो न्यूक्लियोसोम आहे आपण त्याचे स्ट्रक्चर आता बघितलं, दॅट इट इज द युनिट ऑफ क्रोमॅटिन. न्यूक्लियोसोम इज द युनिट ऑफ क्रोमॅटिन, हा त्याचा बेस आहे. नाउ 6 न्यूक्लियोसोम्स दे गेट कॉइल्ड टू फॉर्म द सोलेनॉइड फायबर. Solenoid fiber looks like a telephone wire, and this solenoid fiber again by supercoiling it forms the chromatin fiber, and this chromatin fiber at metaphase, that is during the cell division, it produces the chromosome. It gets converted into chromosome. Okay student. So in this way, by the condensation and supercoiling, the DNA is accommodated in the small space of the nucleus. Okay students.